Alright, back with another video. I'm on my lunch break and I wanted to make a quick video here. I woke up this morning. I think I made 2 videos about family, and I'm talking about my family, the Gordon family, and I also mentioned, I believe, all the other perps that were involved in this and how I want nothing to do with them, and I need to just have a clean slate. I'm just needing to start all over again, and I want these people out of my life, and hopefully by this weekend I will be able to get some sleep, because I get this feeling that they're going to creep back in, or something's going to happen. They're going to somehow weave themselves back into my life, and I need to feel safe in order to feel confident to get on with my life. This has been a nightmare. It has been an absolute nightmare, and I've lost many years off my life. I'm serious. I really do. I really do think that this has affected my health, and it literally has destroyed a lot in my life, and I seriously hope that maybe this experience can help other people. And I plan on helping target individuals. Like I said, this is definitely going to be something that I'm going to devote my life to. It's very, very, very important. So now that I'm going to see how I feel this weekend, and if I don't feel too much anxiety, too much worry, and I can think with a clear head, because this is really affecting me. I mean, I cannot do anything with this kind of anxiety. It's like somebody trying to kill you over and over and over again. It's absolutely devastating. And so, and it literally freezes me. I mean, I stay in bed a lot. I don't move. I don't do anything. It's just been that way for a long time. Since I would say, well, I mean, I know I've been getting gang stalked, but I know that since I moved back here in 2015, it has been a constant state of worry, day and night, 24 hours a day, nonstop. Fear. No explanation. Nobody cared. And it was all a bunch of two-faced people destroying my life. And I don't care what the reasons were for. And like I said, it was just selfishness on their part. And I have lost absolutely everything because of this foolish game. And it's something that, and I hope people will start looking at, I know right now somebody is going through something similar at work. It's already starting. Like, for example, somebody's probably going to work, everything was fine, and their whole lives are falling apart right now at this very moment. People that they used to have a good rapport with, people are starting to treat them like shit. They're losing sleep. They're consumed with anxiety. People are gossiping about them, and their lives are slowly but surely falling apart. And this video, I hope my videos, can help these people. And then also, I'm also hoping that, I know it's very hard for a lot of perps to pull out of that herd mentality, but maybe I'm hoping that a perp will start realizing and waking up and saying, hey, we're doing this to this person, and why? And I'm going to tell you what, I don't care what a person does, okay? Let's just say, for example, it's a guy who, if anybody, okay, let's use my son's father, for example. Now, if somebody, to me, he's the kind of person, he hasn't paid child support, okay? And for him to sit here and do this, to me, he should be somebody who's socially excluded. But the fact of the matter is, people who really do things that are harmful to other people don't get treated like this. They're just looked upon as normal, and they're the ones who get to go through society and get full respect and everything. I'm just being targeted because somebody pointed me out, and that's pretty much it. But I personally think he's the kind of person that people should look down on. Okay, so let's just use somebody like that. Now, let's just say, for example, somebody like that is at work and people are treating them like that. First of all, people have the right to go to work, okay? They have the right to make a living. It's not for you to tear them apart and start judging them, okay? And like I used this example several times before, a child molester might hate somebody, his next door neighbor, because he doesn't pay his taxes. I mean, we all have, I know it's crazy, okay? And that's really sick, right? But even somebody as low as a child molester will somehow think that he has the right to turn up his nose at somebody that he personally feels. His own, subjective thinking, he thinks that that is below standard of living, okay? So everybody has their stupid standards that really make absolutely no sense. From a Christian standpoint, we're all sinners, okay? So for people who are overweight, guess what? God doesn't like it, okay? He thinks gluttony is wrong, okay? And gluttony is no different than fornication. It's no different than somebody who commits adultery. There is no difference when it comes to God, okay? So let me tell you something, people. You look at yourselves in the mirror and start thinking about how you have no right to judge anybody, okay? Because when it comes to biblical standards, which all of you claim to live by, because you guys all want to think that you're Christian, you guys all want to think that you're better than somebody, but you're not, okay? So I'm hoping that little by little I'm going to be working on this, but right now my main thing is getting back to work, okay? That's all I care about. I want to get back to work. I want to feel like I'm alive again, okay? But and with the understanding that these people need to stay out of my life will make me feel a lot better, okay? Because I don't want them coming up in my mind in the middle of the night. I don't want to feel like they're around me. I mean, I'm especially disgusted by my sister. I think she's a big waste of space, okay? She's somebody I personally feel that should never have been born. That's how I feel, okay? So anyway, I think I've said enough. I don't want to mention my family anymore. I don't want to mention Piggy's mother. I don't want to mention her. I don't want to think about the double-sided Piggy that, you know, is half perp and half supportive. I know that he's got a split personality, and I think he's very sweet, but he is what it is. As far as the Collins, they should have been out of my life a long time ago, and I don't want to ever have to recall them to mine. I completely forgive my son. My son is just a child. Even though he's in his 20s, he's still a child, so I forgive him. I'm not even gonna. I will just scrap it. And you know, he's the only child I have, and I'm always gonna love him. There's nothing he could do that would make me not love him. Okay, so anyway, I think, and then for the perps who were just absolutely evil, you know, like I said, look at this from biblical standards. You don't have the right to do that, okay? Because God, the way that God looks at it, according to them, that no sin is greater than the other, okay? Except for there is a sin that I don't even know to go into. Maybe I will later on, because I'm planning on doing a lot of spiritual videos later on in the future. But as far as like everyday things that we do, okay, being overweight is no different than committing adultery. All of these things that you guys do on a daily basis, whether that be overindulging in alcohol, all these sort of things that we do on a daily basis, that society does as a whole, is looked down upon by God. So don't sit here and act like you have the right to judge your neighbor when you have flaws yourself. Wrapping up this video, have a wonderful day.